Inside or outside your ride, let SpenCAR be your guide. The MG5 has introduced some serious good looking cars of late, and today's one being no exception. Today we check out the MG5. When it comes to the outer appearance of the MG5, it sure has a good, sharp and smart design, which I feel is more interesting than some of the boring design which comes with most subcompacts. The front grills give it that rich and stylish look, which is definitely one of the best looking in the subcompact segment. And what's good is it comes with DRL and LED lights as standard. The side of the MG5 has an elegant appeal, with the two cuts and creases running across the door, which gives it the premium and refined look. The MG5 has a good overall design. Moving to the back, you get the chrome extensions that run across the rear, which cuts through both the sporty LED taillights. This is seen as a design aspect with most of MG vehicles recently. Those of you who are not really familiar with the MG brand, the MG Car Company Limited was a British sports car manufacturer famous for their two-seat sport cars. This is now, however, owned by a Chinese automotive giant SIAC Motor Corporation Limited. The MG5 has even won an award for the Best Subcompact Sedan 2020 at the Middle East Car of the Year. If you're looking for a subcompact sedan, this should definitely be one of the options, keeping in mind the competition pricing such as the Toyota Yaris or the Hyundai Accent for that matter. The dash comes with a split and a digital display in the center. It's pretty fair enough in providing the relevant info that you would need, such as the trips, fuel gauge, cruise control, airbag safety and so on. You get electronic door and side mirror controls along with forward 3-way light adjustment, which is quite handy in my opinion, which allows the light to be directed to the position of your choice for better visibility. The interiors, to my surprise, felt quite solid and premium for the price that the MG5 comes with. There is this white stitching that's running across the seats and dash. Although simple, brings out a premium feel. The materials all over, though hard and plastic, I didn't notice any vibrations apart from the initial gear shifts. I personally like the steering wheel, which has just got the correct cuts to give you the sport wheel feel. Storage on offer is quite smartly designed to give good overall storage across the cabin. The glove box offers reasonable space and so does the area underneath the armrest. You get two cup holders in the center and two bottle holders for the front passenger and driver doors. Although there is no provision for any aux or USB port, you do get a 12-watt charging port. Hey guys, before we go ahead, don't forget to leave a comment if there is anything more that you would want to know about the MG5. And as always, don't forget to hit the like button, click on subscribe if you haven't, and press the bell icon for future updates. What's the heart of the MG5 feel like? The engine is packed with a 1.5-litre 4-cylinder petrol engine that generates 112 horsepower at 6000 rpm and 150 Nm of torque at 4000 rpm. It has a top speed of 180 km an hour, which in my opinion would take a lot of revving to reach there. This being a base variant, it comes with cloth seats, but is quite soft and comfortable. You get manual adjustments for the seats for the driver and the front passenger. The overall headroom is good enough. Hopping onto the back, there is not really much for the rear passengers, although the AC provides good cooling for the overall cabin. I would prefer cars to offer AC vents at the rear considering the climate condition in this part of the world. There is enough leg space in spite of the front seat rolled over to the end. Although it claims that the seats in the rear could take 3 passengers and has 3 headrests too, I would doubt that. This would fit 2 average size adults. A third might be a problem. Both doors get bottle holders with reasonable space. Safety, you have airbags for the driver and the front passenger. You get a regular radio and you have the speakers placed on both the ends of the dash, which improves the sound quality rather than just having it on the door base like most of its competitors, which I personally like. You get the radio and Bluetooth functions as standard. MG5's boot space is quite generous too, offering you good enough space. The MG5 also offers rear folding seats to get the additional space if required. This should fit in good sized suitcase and a couple of carry-on luggage. In total, the space offers 512 liters. The only drawback here is the opening, which in my opinion isn't wide enough. Drive and feel is good on the MG5 with a good seating posture. When it comes to fuel economy, the MG5 gives you a good 17 km on highway and 7 in the city. When it comes to transmission, it is not the best and you would need to step on it really hard to get the response that you would need. To create a little bit of excitement, you have the manual gear shifts. That's something that I personally like. Apart from the initial vibration, steering this car around is quite nice and easy. You can also manually adjust the steering according to your comfort. You will feel a lack of power output at the start, but it tends to run well when you cross the 40 km mark. You also get cruise control as an option. Surprised? Well, it's nowhere on the steering, but rather below the side indicator lever and could be a little cumbersome until you get used to it. I'm so used to having the cruise control option on the steering of most cars. With this car, you need to pull the lever and then press the set here at the side to set the cruise speed. Well, driving this car around felt pretty much like driving most of the Japanese or Korean cars around, with not much of a difference. To be honest, the car is quite smooth, offers a good ground clearance of 118 mm, the suspensions are well tuned, and I personally like driving this car around. Well, honestly, SIAC Motors have done a fantastic job here, offering a car that sure looks good, has good enough premium feel. It's perfect for your day-to-day city driving. Although being a base variant, it has pretty much all that you could ask for. It offers generous boot space and is good value for money considering its price amongst its competitors. I think the MG5 is perfectly positioned in the subcompact segment with those on a small budget.